In 1937, the Imperial Ministry of Aviation published requirements for a new reconnaissance aircraft. The main requirement was to ensure a good view from the cockpit. Arado, Focke-Wulf and Blohm Voss participated in the competition. Arado provided the Arado A198 project. Focke-Wulf proposed the FW189 twin-engine Scout project. In the beginning, the Arado A198 project was chosen, but after the prototype was built, it turned out that its flight characteristics left much to be desired. Of the remaining two projects, the FW189 was chosen, despite the fact that it had two engines according to the terms of the competition. The Scout had to have one engine. Blohm Voss was not invited to participate in the competition, but nevertheless developed a more original version of the BV-141 aircraft designed by Richard Vogt, with an asymmetrically positioned cabin and a shortened horizontal tail, which improved visibility. Conservative rationalists from the Imperial Air Ministry were horrified to see this project. Nevertheless, thanks to the personal support of Ernst Adet, head of the ministry's technical department, 3 prototypes and a production series of 5 BV-141A machines were created. They were equipped with BMW 130 to star-shaped engines, a plexiglass gondola for the crew, resembling a Focke-Wulf FW189 gondola, was located on the right. On the left was a cylindrical fuselage housing the Bromo 323 engine. The fuselage ended in a tail, which was symmetrical on the first prototypes. On later models, the tail was shifted to the left to provide the shooter with a larger field of view. The asymmetrical design seemed to dangerously unbalance the aircraft. Nevertheless, flight tests have confirmed the excellent stability and maneuverability of the machine. In addition, the increased weight of the right side of the aircraft compensated for the reactive torque of the engine. In 1945, the advancing Allied forces discovered several crashed BV-141s. One of them was captured by the British and sent to the designers in Thak. However, there is no evidence that flight tests were conducted with it. Not a single copy of this unusual aircraft has survived to this day. The first tests of prototypes and pre-production vehicles of the BV-141A20 type have already shown that the power of the 1,000 horsepower Bromo 323 is not enough. By the time the modified BV-141B0 with a BMW 801 engine with a capacity of 1,560 horsepower appeared, production of the competing FW189 was already in full swing. The test pilots praised the flight characteristics of the Blohm and Voss 141, but they all criticized the landing of the aircraft. Hydraulic failures in the chassis system plagued the design from the very first prototype, and the increased weight due to the heavy engine only worsened this problem. One of the prototypes was even forced to make an emergency landing on its belly. The project provoked a mixed reaction from the ministry, but did not have a significant impact on the decision to produce the Focke-Wulf FW189. The shortage of BMW 801 engines necessary for the production of Focke-Wulf FW190 fighters finally put an end to plans to launch the aircraft into production.